Are you ready for episode 300? I would certainly hope so because you clicked on the video. Hello there, I of course am the Awesome Soul, and I am here today to do some hopefully very cool things. So, there will be giveaways, there will be an announcement, but first, as I always do, the news. So, first things first, we will be getting an update later today, or most likely, when you're watching this video, it will be out. And that is the Cache of Clans, not Clash of Clans, but Cache of Clans, because you can make money from being in a clan. So I have covered this in the last episode I did, but I will just sort of quickly go over this. And this is starting out with Season 0. And it is a short season, as opposed to a full month. This is only 11 days. However, you will be gaining a triple Robot reward bonus instead of the 1 times Robot rewards, just because of the shortened schedule. And I guess it's also kind of a tester season, sort of, maybe, I don't know. But there are a few new things sort of coming with it as well. Basically, there is a new battle summary screen, where you can see your current personal XP for the season, current player level, which is sort of in the middle, looks very fancy, your clan's total XP, your battle experience earned, party experience bonus, and premium bonus XP earned. Basically the 2 times XP. And if we scroll down a little bit further into the article, it will basically give us an idea of what the new clan listing is going to look like. So everyone in the clan gains XP, or in this case, SXP, which then converts into TXP, which is like total XP and single XP, I believe what the S stands for. But it is sort of like a leaderboard, it looks like, because we have here the leader is actually in 2nd place. Now, I don't know if that's going to be filtered when people are online, because this is the offline section. Or what it could also be is it could be alphabetical, which would also make sense. I don't know. We'll see. No, but then again, there's 2 A's at the bottom, and those should be at the top. Huh. So yeah, I don't really know what it's weighted by. Oh well, only one way to find out, and I'm sure you'll probably find out, like, right now, because it should be live. Or going live soon. And at the end of the season, there is a brand new super mega ultra fancy screen, and it will sort of dole out the rewards to everyone in the clan. As well, it will also show how much experience points your entire clan has achieved throughout the whole season, which is pretty neat, actually. So, you got your robots at the bottom there, and then you've got, in the middle, you've got your clan XP, your player name, your player icon, and then sort of the rewards you actually managed to rack up, which, again, is pretty damn neat. So, all in all, that part, now that I've actually seen pictures of it, I'm slightly more hyped for it. I mean, clans still need a bit of work, but this is definitely a very good step, and I'll probably be getting more into clan battles with you guys, assuming you're in the clan. I mean, there's only a limit to 50 spots, but if you couldn't make it into the clan, maybe hook up with other Soul Squad members that couldn't quite make it in, and maybe get a 2nd clan going, possibly? I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to host a 2nd official clan, because that's a lot of work on my part, but so any sort of random clans, go for it. And this is all the more incentive to actually be in a clan. And interestingly enough, I believe it was Left of Never who sort of said that as a quote-unquote workaround, if you aren't in a clan and just want to act as a lone wolf, you can make a clan and be the only member in the clan, and then you will still get the extra robots at the end of the season, which will be pretty damn handy. Which kind of begs the question, why is that not a thing by default that all players get? I don't know. Maybe they'll add that later. So next up, we have balance changes, and there's only really 2 things here. So laser, plasma, rail, and nano fire rates have all been reduced at lower gun counts, but the maximum gun count has stayed the same. So for example, if you have 1 gun, it's going to be dealing, presumably, less damage per second, and then step up to 2 guns, it would be a slight step up, and then 3 guns, it would be a bit more of a step up, and then at full guns, it would be like the actual fire rate. So I assume it's going to be a fairly quick drop-off in damage, because they say here that they want to prioritize, basically, gameplay that focuses around stripping weapons, which I usually tend to do already, and it's definitely a good thing for actually taking out enemies, but they're trying to make that more of a more prominent mechanic, I guess, and they're not exactly sure of the outcome. They have an outcome in mind that they want to achieve by doing this, but they do say that it's not guaranteed to give them that proper outcome, but they will sort of test it and tweak it as things change. And the second and more minor balance change is the Rotorblade Recon and Rotorblade Invader have had their flight height reduced to match that of the Rotorblade Assault. Now, there are far more bug fixes and a few more changes in there, but of course the link to all that is in the description. I would highly recommend checking it out. So, without further ado, we can now get into the stuff I brought up at the beginning of the episode. The sort of episode 300 festivities. Now, this isn't exactly my 300th Robocraft video. I do have a few others that are not exactly in the main series, and this series basically started out as just your typical Let's Play thing, kind of, and eventually it morphed into me giving my ideas on the game, and my opinions on the game, and then from there it turned into sort of like a news reading. But all the time this is mainly with friends and stuff, and then it turned into a solo thing where I sort of still give my opinions and do the news and that sort of stuff. So that's kind of what the main Robocraft series is on my channel now. It's essentially a podcast, almost. I hazard to call it that. I don't know. But it's a thing, and it's reached 300 episodes, so that's definitely a pretty big milestone. And to celebrate, I do have two announcements. One is more of a contest than an announcement, actually, and that is I have some premium codes to give away. These were graciously given to me by Drognin, the community manager of Robocraft. So I have 5 single-day premium codes. So obviously, if you have lifetime premium, these are not of any use to you, so please don't enter in the contest. Let other players who don't have access to premium or want an extra day to actually get it, because, you know, I'm not even sure you could use this code if you have lifetime, or if you did use it, it would just go to waste, basically. But you got the idea. So, how exactly do you enter this contest? Well, I will tell you, my friends. And that is, basically, all you have to do is in your comment down below, you can basically just simply write this, or you can add it to, I don't know, whatever else you want to, at the beginning of your comment or the bottom of your comment. Either way, it works. So, the way you enter this contest, like I said, you can enter this at the beginning or end of your comment. You'd simply type out what you see on screen before you. And that is contest, space, and then your number. Now, what you have to do is guess a number between 1 and 100, and I've basically given each of the 5 codes a corresponding number. So if you are closest to, say, one of the numbers is, I don't know, 50, for example, and then somebody goes 50 in their comment, and another player goes 50 as well in their comment. So at that point, I will sort of flip a coin, and whoever gets, or whoever I've basically said is heads and who's tails, I flip it, I get tails, and then it goes to that one person. So hopefully that makes sense. Basically, you're just trying to be the closest to one of these 5 numbers within 1 to 100. So yes, best of luck to all of you, and moving on to the next thing. Now this is the announcement part, and it's something that a lot of people, I've noticed, have wanted from me for a very long time, and for quite a while I saw a lot of other Robocrafters doing it, especially the more prominent ones, and I sort of thought to myself, well, they're doing it, and what exactly could I add to this? I don't know. And again, like I did with my whole Stonehearth thing, basically, I'm just gonna do it anyways. And I've also kind of noticed that Lathrix isn't really doing it anymore, so I'm kind of stepping in to fill his shoes, as they say. Not exactly. Or maybe I am. I don't know. But this is going to be a bot review series. So, essentially, what I need from you guys is to, in the comment down below, type out your in-game name and the bot name you would like me to check out. So, it will be sort of a more casual, laid-back series, and what I hope to get out of it is sort of more community involvement, as well as me sort of passing on my knowledge to really new players, and give them tips and tricks on how to improve their bots. And if anyone else watching would like to actually try out the bot for themselves, of course I will link into the description their username as well as their bot name so they can try it out for themselves. Hopefully that sounds like something you would like to see on the channel. And that also brings up the question, how exactly am I going to fit this in to my current schedule? Well, that's a very good question, and one that I don't exactly have the answer to. So ideally, I've been thinking it would be the main Robocraft series, basically the one you're watching now, the news podcasty type thing, and then yeah, I guess the review, the robot review, the next day, and then the quote-unquote other games block in the day after that, which would, at this time, be Stonehearth. And then after that, it would cycle back to the main series. So that would mean content every single day, which is possibly a good thing. I assume everybody wants daily content. I don't see why they wouldn't. Thing is though, like I said a few minutes ago, that's what I want ideally to happen. I don't know if it will happen like that, because I don't know how stressful it's going to be, and how much I can pre-record and how easy that will be on me. Because the bot review series, I can record a whole bunch in a batch, and then like record 10 of them, for example, and then push them out, and basically I've got enough content for quite a while. Whereas the thing with this series, it's a lot harder to do because obviously news comes out and I have to be on top of the news, so I have to record basically the day of, or usually the night of, which it is right now. So, I guess that kind of wraps up everything. If you would like to comment on anything in the video, of course, feedback is always nice, so I would definitely recommend doing that. I, of course, have been the Awesome Soul. I thank you all so much for watching and supporting the channel. It's been a hell of a journey, and I see no signs of it stopping. So with that, I will bid you farewell for now, and I will see you next time. Take care.